Allahu Ekber!
And darkness.
This world is full of paranormal activities, but have you ever wondered what happens when law and police officers encounter such haunted and horrible beings? Let's move to the first case before losing time. In November 22nd, 2021, a woman called 911 for burglary, but things took a turn as soon as cops were dispatched to the location.
What seems to be the problem?
I left for a while to go shopping, and when I came home, the door was open. I think somebody broke in.
Does anyone live in the house?
Yes, my husband, myself, and our 2 kids, but they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs.
Alright, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any, like, pets or dogs or anything?
No.
Just stay here, man. Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known.
Even though the woman says her husband and others lived in the house, the empty closets make it look like no one has been living there for a long time.
Police! Anyone inside?
Mysterious sounds were heard while the cops were searching the room, but they vanished as soon as one of the officers turned his back. The energy in the house starts to build up increasingly.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
As soon as the cops stepped onto the staircase, a creepy noise was heard coming from the back.
Yeah, we're good.
Is this happening because of a ghost? Or is the house actually haunted? I guess we'll never know because the video cuts off here. If you're ready, let's jump to the next part. This time, we're going back to February 4th, 2001. The police were on a car patrol in a forest with no GPS communication, but they had no idea what they were about to capture on their car camera. You see a figure suddenly materialize from nowhere, resembling a ghostly white apparition. Look what the dash camera recorded next. Yeah, in this forsaken place, even forgotten by God, a ghostly figure of a woman is seen crossing from one side to the other. She vanished as they approached. In 2014, a spooky creature was captured on surveillance video at the Española Police Department. Officer Carl Romero was on duty that night, monitoring the footage, when this unsettling event occurred. As you can see, a creepy creature appeared on the screen. What's odd is that the entire area was secured with a steel fence, yet it seems the fence couldn't stop the creature. Let's see what Officer Carl Romero has to say about this.
And then I saw the legs and it was a human.
But not a real human.
No, it was just a ghost.
Detective Solomon Romero also explains how nothing should be able to cross the fences.
It walks in the direction of the old transport cages, and there's not really any way for it to get out through there, but seems to walk right through that.
If that's frightening to you, let's move on to the fourth video. In March 2023, a sexual assault allegation led Oklahoma police to uncover what they described as a house of horrors in a trailer park. Inside, they found evidence of unimaginable cruelty and disturbing activities. Convicted rapist Jesse McFadden had killed his wife, her 3 children, and 2 visiting teens before taking his own life. The scene contained numerous cell phones and disturbing items, hinting at further criminal activities and possible additional victims connected to the property. But the cops had no idea that this case would become the creepiest experience of their careers. The chilling discoveries they made were far beyond anything they had encountered before.
Yeah.
The floors and even the walls were smeared with what appeared to be deliberate filth. The officer investigating the house could barely breathe due to the overwhelming stench. It was such a horrifying scene that it's hard to imagine 3 children living in such a vile environment. The conditions were beyond deplorable, leaving the officers deeply disturbed.
Alright, there's the carpet door was like this when you moved, not the John's one.
The cats were screaming all around the house while officers were taking inventory. It was getting increasingly difficult for them to witness these horrifying scenes again and again. One of the officers was seen spitting and gagging after breathing in the dreadful stench of the house.
The dark gray Dodge Journey left being driven by a black male who's involved in the disturbance, has an expired paper tag on it. Clear.
The department's report described a disturbing situation where an 18-month-old girl's hands were covered in feces, which she then rubbed into her eyes and hair. The court document also noted that the size of the handprints clearly indicated the feces had been smeared by the child. It was an incredibly distressing and grim encounter. Do you think this place truly deserves to be called a house of horror? Share your thoughts in the comments. Picture yourself exploring a cave with your friends and realizing it's time to head back because you ventured too far inside. Imagine, just as you're about to turn back, in a narrow area with low rocks, something like this emerges from a small hole in the rocks. This very old and seemingly unused doll, from a place that looks almost impossible for anyone to easily pass through or move comfortably, moves as if it were alive and disappears from the camera's view. Doesn't this seem scary and unsettling to you as well? If I were in their place and experienced that firsthand, I would probably have been completely overwhelmed and fainted. This time, we'll be watching a paranormal video recorded by a home security camera. Imagine it's an ordinary evening. You're sitting on your couch, spending time with your son, when suddenly you notice the door to the balcony being forcefully opened and a chair moving by itself. Here is what happened in that house, with footage that captured the terrifying moment and left viewers in shock. Although the footage is quite frightening, what is truly unsettling and unexplained is whether the woman's dress in the video is being pulled by an invisible ghost or some other entity. We may never know exactly what happened in that house that night. However, one thing is clear. It was not good and it was very scary. We've reached the end of our video. If you'd like to support me, please share your thoughts and comments, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next videos.